Laughing Jack, the imaginary friend. It was a sunny morning in the small town of Elmwood, where Sarah and her 5-year-old son, Tommy, lived a quiet life in a modest house at the end of Maple Street. Tommy, a happy and creative boy, used to play alone in the backyard, inventing stories and characters to entertain himself. One day, over breakfast, Tommy excitedly announced that he had met a new friend. Tommy, with a beaming smile.
"Mommy, I met a new friend. His name is Laughing Jack."
Sarah, smiling while preparing coffee.
Oh, really? And what's this friend of yours like, dear?
"He's really funny, Mommy. He makes me laugh and jokes with me all the time."
Sarah thought the story was cute and didn't think much of it. Kids that age used to have imaginary friends, and it seemed harmless. A few weeks later, Sarah began to notice strange things happening in the house. Objects that she was sure she had left in one place appeared in another. Lights flashed for no reason, and toys moved on their own.
Tommy, did you touch your dinosaur toy?
"No, Mom. It was Laughing Jack."
Sarah laughed at the answer, but couldn't help but feel a shiver run down her spine. As time passed, Tommy's behavior began to change. He, who had always been a sweet and obedient boy, became aggressive and disobedient. Sarah was worried and tried to talk to him.
Tommy, you can't hit kids at school. What's happening to you?
"Jack said they deserved it, Mom. He said it's right."
Sarah was alarmed. What once seemed like a harmless joke was becoming a serious problem. One night, while alone in the living room, Sarah heard a strange laugh coming from Tommy's room. It was a laugh that didn't belong to a child. With her heart racing, she went up the stairs and entered the room.
Tommy, is everything okay?
Tommy was sitting on the bed, smiling at the dark corner of the room.
"Mommy, Laughing Jack wants to meet you."
Sarah felt a chill run through her body and quickly left the room, closing the door behind her. Sarah started having constant nightmares. She saw Laughing Jack in her dreams, a tall, gaunt figure with a grotesque smile. She could no longer sleep properly and was constantly in a state of alert. But the phenomena at home only got worse. Sarah began to hear whispers and laughter, and Tommy became increasingly aggressive. One day, Sarah found Tommy in the backyard, laughing and talking to himself again.
Tommy, who are you talking to?
"It's Jack, Mom. He said he wants to play with you too."
It was enough for Sarah. Desperate, she began to believe that Laughing Jack was real and that he was possessing her son. That night, with the dreams becoming more frequent and more intense, Sarah could no longer bear the terror and pressure. She grabbed a knife from the kitchen, determined to end Laughing Jack's evil influence. Entering Tommy's room, she saw the figure of Laughing Jack next to the boy's bed, smiling mischievously. In a fit of madness, Sarah attacked, convinced she was saving her son. Hours later, Sarah was found by police, covered in blood and mumbling incoherently about Laughing Jack. Years later, the story of Laughing Jack is still told in Elmwood. The residents talk about the imaginary friend who drove Sarah crazy and about the crying and laughter that can still be heard in the house on stormy nights.
Did you hear the story of Sarah and Laughing Jack? They say her spirit still roams the house, searching for her son.
Yes, and they say Laughing Jack is still there, waiting for his next victim.
5 years after the tragedy, the house where Sarah and Tommy lived was sold to a new family. They had a 6-year-old daughter named Emily. The family, unaware of the house's history, was excited about the move. Emily, running around the house.
"Mommy, I love my new room."
I'm glad you liked it. Now go play while we pack up.
Emily ran upstairs, eager to explore her new room. Hours later, as the parents were unpacking boxes, they heard laughter coming from upstairs.
"Emily, who are you kidding?"
When he opened the bedroom door, he saw Emily sitting on the floor, laughing and talking to herself.
"Laughing Jack, Daddy. He's so funny."
"Emily, don't joke about these things. There is no Laughing Jack."
But that night, as the family slept, the whispers and laughter began again, and Emily awoke to a tall, skeletal figure at the foot of her bed, smiling grotesquely.
"Let's play, Emily."
The next morning, Emily's parents found her missing, the bed empty and the bedroom window open. The police were called, but they found no sign of the girl. Emily's parents were devastated. The story quickly spread throughout the city, and the house was abandoned again, becoming a symbol of terror and mystery.